Hello, hello, folks, and welcome to another episode of Castlevania Blood Debt. I am your lovely DM as always, Akihiko Hishimoto, and joined with me are our intrepid heroes. Say hi, intrepid heroes.
I'm pregnant.
He's pregnant.
My barber chopped me.
He's pregnant. He's chopped. He's robotic.
And if you all want to introduce yourselves.
Hi, my name is BZ. I ate a rock. Not feeling so good. Tummy swollen.
I'm Javix. I'm going to pretend that none of that is happening right now.
I'm Freya. I don't think I have a healing spell that can assist with that.
And I'm Lucifer, and I pricked my finger on a clockwork contraption and got sent to the plane of order for a night.
Oh.
Nah, he just took some drugs.
Took the shrooms.
Some, good old Belmont weed classic.
Hey, Victor, where you got the kush?
But who wants to recap, I say, knowing full well it might most likely be me. Looks around.
I think our DM might be a little onto us, guys.
I did mine 2 sessions ago.
We had a training montage with the Belmont after convincing him to train us. Yeah, that's basically we laid in wait for him to arrive. We're told by the memory of another Belmont that he will not kill us, and it's his duty to fight. And yeah, he showed up, he didn't kill us, and he trained us. And we've been training since.
Mina fighting real demons
Mm-hmm.
outside of the game. All right, but you got it pretty correctly. You all, it turned out that the thing that interrupted your spar was an apparent spirit that referred to themselves as Gabriel Belmont and told you that they were a vampire Belmont from long ago. And they essentially told you to get your shit together, not worry about the Belmont. He's a Belmont. He'll eventually get his shit together. And then he disappeared. You all waited for the Belmont. After some intense negotiations, you finally came to an agreement that he would help train you all, and you would all face the Night Council on your own in exchange for leaving him the fuck alone. And we are fast forwarding to sort of the end of that week of training. Now, after this training, all of your plans is to go and investigate the one area that you believe to be Alucard's tomb. However, before that, this will be... Victor would have informed you that he will most likely stay at the hold for the time being while you guys go handle this stuff so that he doesn't accidentally get caught in anything.
Okay, fair.
Or in other words, this is going to be the last time you'll see Victor for some time. So, you would have trained with him for a week. That was you all getting your level up. But also, if you all have any questions about anything, vampires, undead, the Night Council, Victor Belmont, being a Belmont, is one of the most skilled and knowledgeable individuals in all of Wallachia. So, if you have any questions or anything you want to ask in preparation for the possibility of fighting a vampire lord, now would be the time. You can ask it in or out of character. It's sort of just essentially this is your guys' prep time. Also, I take note of any items you have, how they're distributed, things like that. Take notes of your inventory. This is your planning / prep time.
Are there any rings that he can give us so we can get back into here in like 2 or 3 months when we need to power up again?
He would actually point to the clothes you're wearing and the Belmont insignia and have told you that so long as something has an official Belmont insignia, it can open that door.
Okay. Nice. Very helpful.
Is there anything that can harm one of the lords that we may not, well, that may have been lost to time and history?
He pulls out the Morning Star. But besides that, he tells you that at least for most of the lesser lords, the conventionals should work, though they will work to varying degrees compared to vampire spawn and lesser undead. So, holy water, radiant damage, sunlight like the blade you have, just stuff like that.
Basically, you would have asked if the garlic works.
No.
Oh.
Oh,
Welcome
Jevex,
back.
what have you been able to use some of those silver chains to make me a silver chain whip?
Wait, let me see. How much?
50 feet.
Like 50 feet. Okay.
He had 50
How
feet
much-
on him. Now that he has the Belmont Whip and the Morning Star, he doesn't really need the silver chains anymore. So,
Okay. So how much would I need to make, like what was it you were trying to get, Lucifer?
Just silver chain whip so I can start practicing with a chain whip. Well, I don't have the Morning Star in case bitch made Belmont dies.
I will say,
I assume 10 feet.
yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, I think 10 feet. But you might, depending on how well you do your crafting check, might use up to 15, so.
Okay, so would I do Tinker's Tools?
Yes. With a 23, yeah, you managed to take 10 feet of it, sort of chop it off, and use some of the resources around to sort of make a handle. And the rest is just it wouldn't have like a big ball on the end like the Morning Star does,
no.
but it would just be essentially a silver chain whip. Similar to how he was using it, but he just used the chains raw because he could. But if you want to put it into your inventory, just make a whip,
Yep.
but increase the
And-
damage from 1d4 to 2d4.
Oh, okay.
And it is a silver weapon, so it you know,
Yeah.
does all that.
All right. Thank you.
That's what he's been using. Freya or Mina, so you know, I essentially said that now is the time for you all to ask questions, take note of your inventory, and essentially do all your prepping, because this will represent what you guys did in character of training with him. So if you have any questions about vampires, the Night Council, undead, Wallachia in general, now would be the time to ask them.
Gotcha. I'll try to think of something.
Could I try and augment my thunder gauntlets? Like infuse them with some of the silver from the chain, so I essentially always got that silver on me.
You kind of don't need to, really. They already do magic damage.
That's true.
Can we augment Jevix's thunder gauntlets with a fucking magazine of wooden spikes, so when he punches a zombie in the chest, he can fucking stake them? Or a fucking vampire in the chest?
I mean, if you found a Hellsing blueprint for that.
Can I look for it?
If you guys wanna, you would have had a week here, but I'm only gonna give you one. I'll give you
I don't care.
one
what-
D100 roll with advantage for all of you for one final scouts.
I just want
throughout
something
the-
for Jevix. That's all I care about. I want to find some Hellsing blueprints that'll help.
I will say also, don't forget the staff of defense that you have, Jevix.
True.
Which is why I say take note of all your items and things.
Just rolled 2.
Yeah, you might want to do that again.
Yep, I was just gonna do it this way. 93. I finally did it.
Is it just one roll or do we all do it?
Oh
You
my
all get
god.
it.
Oh.
Double 97s. All right, way to show me up.
We take the highest. But 97,
Fuck you,
93, all
Jevix.
right. 86, 65, all right, all pretty good.
Look what happens if you flip the 9s.
I got a rock.
Give me a moment.
Oh, you're saying 6, 7 because you rotate them,
I was
not
gonna say,
flip
don't
them.
think I didn't hear what you said.
What?
BZ's too constipated to help you guys out searching for anything.
I
Just in the
hate
corner, like,
that.
my baby.
Look,
Aki,
look,
is this your first campaign to have canon impreg in it?
It's not canon impreg.
It's B-preg, bro. It's bug preg.
We're gonna make it canon impreg.
Roll D20 for me, BZ.
Okay.
Here comes a nat 20.
Or a D10.
Five.
I
Oh,
meant.
D10. Okay.
That's fine. I can.
1D10.
Or yeah, just roll the D10.
10.
There we go.
Okay. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven.
I give birth to 10 children.
Roll a D12.
It's kind of like a birther fantasy.
1D12. Okay. 5.
5. Okay. Roll a D4.
Oh my god. 2.
You find 2 potions of invisibility.
Heck yeah! These are perfect for me. I'm putting them in my bag.
We shall do Freya next. 1, 2. Roll a D10, Freya.
3.
Okay. Roll another D10 for me. I forgot to loop the fucking bot. God damn it.
Eh,
Let me get the music back. Loop current. There we go. 8, you say? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Roll another d10.
4.
4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right then. You find a ring of free action.
Whoa,
Oh.
that's pretty good.
I will send a link to the group chat. That is what you find. All right, now for you two, fuckers. You were looking specifically for Hellsing blueprints, correct?
Specifically something to help Jevix. I feel like Jevix needs something signature and awesome.
Devin's just kind of vibing, just whatever he finds, he finds.
Then I want both of you to roll me d20s.
17.
Okay. Lucifer. As you are during one of the days randomly, when you have some free time between your training sessions, you're wandering around the hold and sort of looking through places and things. And eventually you find a sort of area that has a big open table and sort of, instead of bookshelves, like scroll racks around it. And you go up to one of the scroll racks and you pull some of them out and you realize that some of them are blueprints, some of them are like iconography and other things. But the big one that catches your eye is you pull out and find a blueprint that has the Hellsing mark or signature on like the bottom corner of it. And it seems to be a repeating crossbow, but with wooden stakes instead of normal arrows.
Okay. I'll bring that over to Jevix.
Oh, it's like from the Hellsing movie.
Yes.
Do you think we can make this, Jevix?
Given some time, definitely.
As you look at it, Jevix, the blueprints are very detailed. It is very masterfully and ornately like written. And as you're looking over it, from what it seems, it can hold up to 6 bolts or wooden stakes, and it shoots 2 at a time.
Ooh.
It has like a sort of magazine that you sort of put in on the top.
Double the accuracy.
Damn, Jevix over here with an arsenal.
If you don't improve it and make it a hand double repeating crossbow, and then you're just dual wielding guns like a fucking badass.
Pew, 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 pew.
All right. And Jevix. as you are looking through things, would you have like shown? I imagine you would have shown him the area when you found it, Lucifer.
Yeah.
It is sort of
I
like a
mean, if he was
workshop-esque area.
interested. Yeah.
During another day during the week, you probably would have gone back there on your own and been looking through some of the blueprints and stuff, and you find blueprints for what is labeled as Tojo blades. And they seem to be spinning circular blade weapons that you sort of hold in your hands, but it seems that they are attached to sort of like a gauntlet that has a rope, and you can throw them and bring them back to you.
Oh, that's sick.
Like razor, sort of like razors that you would throw and then pull back, or you could just punch with.
Got Beyblades on a rope?
Basically, yeah, kinda.
I'm gonna need me one of them.
And once again,
Walk up to the crib.
blueprint is very finely made, very well organized, and you can just tell that it's master craftsman work. Both these things are pretty intricate, all things considered. So, it would take some time to make even just one of these. But with the right resources, which is also another big thing, you think you could probably make these yourself.
Okay. Given as how we have a week of training, going under the assumption I can only make one of these right now, I'm probably going to go for the Beyblade and get started on the crossbows if there's time. If not, then I'll just leave it and we can come back after dealing with the whole Alucard thing.
That's actually a good... I don't know if there would be... You could use the silver from the chains to make what is needed, because you do see that there is silver required for some of these recipes. Which also write down these blueprints so you don't forget them. Repeater crossbow and Tojo blades. But let me roll something. Unfortunately, as you're looking around, well, there are a lot of like artifacts and things here. You don't see much like actual resources, like wood or any resources that might be around are kind of already in use. And you do see that some of these contraptions require like clockwork style parts and trinkets and objects that aren't just lying around like in a bin. But you do... Essentially, you would have to... Doing the training, also looking through the place and everything, it would be pretty difficult to even get started and fully complete one of these in a week. But you could probably get the necessary... Deconstruct enough things in here to get the necessary resources to make at least one of these, and then you can work on it during your travels.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna do the Tojo blades first. And yeah, it's gonna leave the blueprints for the repeater crossbow. Just gonna kind of do one of those like kissing his fingers and like touching the blueprint. Like, I didn't forget about you, baby. I'll be back.
So you're gonna leave the blueprint here, not take it with you?
I'm going to leave the repeater crossbow blueprints here because, well, You know what? Actually, I have the spell shard.
Well, you
So I
could
could
also
just-
just take the blueprints themselves, but
Yeah, but I don't want someone else to get well, okay. I
that
mean,
is,
I guess
I was
they could
about
take
to
the
say
spell
that
shard,
is the
yeah.
big problem, is that if you do take the physical ones, then there is the risk of,
Yeah, so I think it's gonna stick with the spell shard. Just put both blueprints on the spell shard, and yeah, just take the parts that I have for the Tojo blades.
all right then. So, take the parts you all searched. Okay. That was all your looting. Any more questions about anything? Because you're going to be on your own after this.
I do not have any more. Actually, I do have one. BZ, are you giving birth?
Easy. Heaving as he holds on to a wall, goes down onto his knees. He starts to feel something rumbling in his stomach as he begins to feel something coming up his throat as black ichor begins to flow out of his mouth and onto the floor. Suddenly, as he looks at the puddle of ichor, he looks deep into the icky blackness of this material, and suddenly it looks back at him as eyes blink towards him and shape and form into the being known as Victor Jr. You can show the Ardaki.
I don't think I wanna.
Please.
Hold on. I gotta fucking download this fucking... There you go. And the shadow spawn sort of just emerges from the black murky puddle and looks around before then just looking at you.
I hold him up and I say, "My son."
What?
Jevix, you're an uncle now.
What? What? What?
I ate a funny rock a week ago that I found sort of like haphazardly. I was like, juicy rock, and I ate it, and then this popped out.
He was too stunned to speak.
He's just
Do
like
we-
standing there frozen.
Do we baptize it in holy water?
No, I don't think it would like that. You know, I need a name for it. I need a name. Since we're in a Belmont hold, I'm going to name you. And he raises him up, Victor Jr.
That's it, I'm killing it.
No, he's my son.
Whips it with the morning star. Just put the
Just
Mr.
fucking
Rainson.
taps her with the morning star.
Edge baby meme like.
It just does the Alan smiling friend scream.
For some reason, I went to Alan Harper from 2.5 Men. When Charlie steals his wad of money.
Still accurate.
Yeah, that's how BZ gets his shadow spawn summon.
Alrighty.
That's how.
Questions
Oh, go ahead.
Nope.
about
No
the
more
Night
questions.
Council, about Wallachia, about anything? Or you think you all ready to fucking fight a vampire?
I'm ready.
Are there any scrolls in here for magic spells? Do you know where they would be?
Magic spells specifically, we might not have too many of. Gone through. Most of them were supplied to us by the Arboros back when, you know. The Belmonts were actually revered heroes, but in the past 400 years we've kind of burnt through a lot of them. If you haven't found any, I doubt you'll find any more, unfortunately.
All right.
The resources of the hold have been dwindling all these years.
Well, is there anything you would like us to tell Alucard if we find him?
Fuck him. How about that?
Oh,
Well, I don't know how pretty he's gonna be after 1,000 years, but
I meant tell him to go fuck himself if he truly is still alive. We're not fucking helping out the Belmonts.
I mean, maybe he's just really, really sleepy. You never know.
noted. I will share your displeasure.
All right then. No other questions?
I think it's time we go and kill some vampires.
Yep.
yeah, I can't think of anything.
I guess the only other thing I might ask is if he has a list of like contacts for like other cities, city-states when we roll up.
I'll think and I'll say.
Unfortunately, I sorta burned all my bridges a long time ago. Most of my contacts were those people you saw in that photo, and quite frankly, I burnt my bridges with them to keep them out of trouble. So, I don't think sending you all to them's the best, you know.
Say if we run into one of them, do you want us to give them a message for you, or just...
I'll think for a moment before just looking down.
No. If I ever change my mind, I'll suck it up and do it myself.
All right, Victor. I'll take care. And hopefully the next time we see you, you'll find me worthy of the Morning Star. Or you'll have mastered it yourself and we won't have half a night council to deal with.
Hopefully none of you are fucking dead by then. But do your best.
Easy sort of like puts out his arms for a hug.
You see, he just stares at you.
Come on. Come on, just one for the road. We're not going to be able to see you again for a while. Come on.
You see, he pulls out the whip.
PC's not like putting down his arms.
Kill a vampire first and then maybe.
All right. I'll hold you up for that.
He just shakes his head.
PC's
I guess
remembers.
fucking doomed.
Okay, well, I guess we'll see you after we kill a fucking vampire.
He'll just nod his head and you all begin to head out.
Ye-
Alrighty then. You all will begin to sort of leave the main archive area as Victor will sort of just wave to you all. No, he doesn't even wave. He just will nod to you all as you walk out. And you'll sort of go back to that central, large sort of cathedral entrance area. And you'll begin making your way up. Any last things to do on the way out?
Jevix is just gonna grab a random book, just pocket it. Doesn't even look at the title, just little surprise for later.
All right then.
The book of the secret of where Dracula is.
Sure. That's definitely what that was.
Now, watch it actually be some like romance novel.
No, it's just like Where's Waldo, but it's with Dracula.
All right then. As you all walk up the stairs and past all the tapestries that cover up each of the portraits, you'll eventually reach the top, and you'll sort of turn your back and show the insignia towards the sort of entrance area as it will begin to slowly begin to open up. And you will see that the daylight shines down as you all begin to exit the hold.
You holding up okay, Freya?
Yeah, I'm alright. Frankly, a little excited to finally leave. It was a bit stuffy in there.
Oh, so the sun really doesn't do much to hurt you?
Well, if I was directly under it, yes.
Okay.
She says, holding up her umbrella.
We'll keep that in mind. Okay.
No, it doesn't work like Lucifer. I still have the drawbacks associated typically.
Okay, so one thing we'll need to be wary of when fighting one of the lords is making sure that you're clear of any of our more volatile attacks.
I appreciate, but I also plan on maintaining my distance.
Well, let's be off then.
All right, then. So you all just begin to head out.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Alrighty then. You all sort of begin to follow the path, suit up on your horses and get your carts all situated before you'll begin traveling down the path away from the hold, and you'll eventually get to that outskirt area where both Freya and Lucifer, you'll sort of like get those headaches again. A bit more intensely for Freya, but eventually you will sort of pass the illusionary threshold and be back out into a sort of more forested area at the top of this hill.
According to our beloved map, we know which way to go, correct?
Yes, it would be about from here about like 4 days travel to the. If this was to the. You were going up. You're north. It'd be like southeast for 4 days, and then in that area is where supposedly this Alucard's tomb should be.
Are we all ready for this?
Yeah, we didn't go through all that training for nothing.
That's said.
All right, then. 4 days of travel. I want everyone to roll D100.
D100.
Ooh.
I just don't want to roll them anymore, bro. I get an unproportionately low number every time.
That's crazy.
It's like my third one on a D100 roll, and I've rolled like 7.
The other 3 are like above the 50 range, so we should be okay. It counts us out. It counts us out, you know?
Tisk tisk. Shaking my head.
You could nod your head instead.
We step out of the Belmont hold and it explodes with the Belmont inside.
No!
We hear-
Victor's father!
We hear.
Well,
Who's
guess I'm
gonna-
gonna spend the next 8 fucking weeks digging through the rubble to find the Morning Star.
who's gonna be the
Good
father
thing I
of my
have detect
child?
magic item.
Then you realize all the magic items are all under the rubble, so
Magic items
Gonna
can't be
take-
destroyed that easily.
still even longer.
Yeah, we're just gonna be going through and find them all. It's a fucking book again. Won't stop talking to me. Get out of here.
Oh, baby.
I gotta hold on. Could have sworn I made something for this. I made
Okay,
a
so we
chart.
met Camilla, we met
I swear I
Lucian, we met Damien.
Time to see Mommy Nix.
Yeah, maybe we might see next. You never know.
Oh fuck. Oh fuck. If we do, we're fucked. Allie,
No,
we
Nix
are
is
so
dick riding
fucked.
Damien. It's okay.
I'm good. I don't know
But
about
doesn't she
y'all.
just,
That's
like-
auntie. I'm good.
Doesn't she just like fighting? Like, isn't
I
that
al-
her thing?
That's
I only
Damien's
asked-
sister, bro. I'm chill.
I only asked for one thing, guys. Let her choke slam me.
Yeah, Beezy's just gonna get freaky with it.
Every time fucking BZ gets choked by a vampire, he spits out another child.
No, he doesn't. He's fine. Like when only dudes choke something, he's like, okay. The second Nick does, it's just like boom, full on impreg. And you're like, oh, so that's how that works.
BZ's just
Swore
very
I
fight
had a
sexual.
chart
He's
for this.
he is a Saiyan.
Yeah.
Could've sworn I had a chart for this. Where's my goddamn chart? I guess I don't have a chart. Sorry, I gotta do this old fashioned.
Old-fashioned way. Bring out the vampire lord.
Old fashioned. Hello, my name is Strahd. Has anyone seen?
Yeah.
Does anyone does anyone know the directions to Barovia? I think I got lost.
Anyone seen a girl named Penelope? Definitely my girlfriend. No one else is with her.
There's a campaign I'm trying to ruin. Come on.
I mean, I guess either you. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. Roll a d10 for me, Lucifer.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
6.
6. Number of the beast.
Multiply it by 10. That's how many hit points you lose.
By 10. You're generous.
Hmm. You know what?
Oh man, I can't wait for that new Fable game.
You guys also noticed too, when we left the hold, Lucifer fucking cut a lot of his hair off.
Yeah, BZ was gonna say something about that.
Yeah.
All right.
Wait, now I can't do the joke anymore. Dang it!
What
You
joke?
guys,
I'll tell you later.
I'd say this would be about like this. Let's call it the second day of travel. You guys are walking, sort of just along a path as best as you can, trying to stick to it. What are y'all doing as you're walking?
Working on the Tojo blades.
All right. In that case, I'll have you roll me for. We'll just do all the rolls now.
Okay.
Roll me 4 Tinkerer's Tools checks. And this will be your progress over the days. Good.
You know what? For each of those, I'm gonna add a 5.
All right, so it's an 18,
18, 15, 18.
15, 18. I would say with
Wait, what were you asking? Sorry.
I was asking what everyone was doing during the
Okay.
day's travel.
I was fixing my
Uh,
headphones.
I'll give you the results at the end of the travel.
Okay.
but it is the second day of travel. You guys would have traveled 1 day away from the whole maid camp. Things would have gone relatively peacefully. Nothing really out of the ordinary. You may have spotted like some sentient undead or like dire wolves and things, but they seem to be leaving you alone. And it's the second day, and I'd say you're like halfway through the day as you're traveling. What are you all doing?
Lucifer's probably just riding on Morgan, reading some books. He yoinked some Belmont history.
All right. Everyone else?
Freya would be keeping a lookout in case we run into more people of her territory, just in case.
Jevix is tinkering, correct?
Yes.
BZ?
BZ will be he'll be just sort of like hanging out, not really doing much.
All right, I'd say you and Freya make perception checks. I already had Jevix make their roll for their thing. Lucifer, roll me a history check as you're reading the book. And I'm assuming you would have been... Never mind. Unfortunate. BZ, you wouldn't have noticed anything, but Freya, as you all are walking, you would have been looking around, and you would have, with your new vampiric vision, you would have sort of narrowed your eyes as you looked forward down the path. And as you do, you can see a figures walking down it, seemingly humanoid, pretty far ahead of you, far enough that the others haven't noticed anything yet. I want you and only you to look at reference pictures.
Okay.
This is the individual that you see walking down the path.
See, I'm nervous because the last time you did this, it was Camilla.
Yeah, I know,
So-
right?
Bewitching, truly.
But yeah, you spot him making his way towards you all. Paths will
Yeah.
eventually cross.
Freya will kind of ensure she's at the front just in case, so she can be the point of contact most likely when our paths cross.
He's
But
going...
since he doesn't look particularly threatening, she's not going to mention anything.
Oh.
I have
Alright.
a question, BZ.
Yeah?
Is your fucking void spawn in the carriage like
No,
hidden
no,
under
no.
the cover of darkness?
No,
or-
they're like in my pouch
Oh,
The
okay, they're
summon.
small. Okay.
until I make them big.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like Jake in his pocket.
I was just wondering to make sure that they weren't fucking, walking around.
No. They can only be big
Don't worry
for
about
like
it,
an
there's
hour,
Jeff.
I think.
Okay.
All right, then. You all will eventually be walking down the path, and as you do, the rest of you would also now notice about like 30 feet or so ahead of you a figure. And if you look in reference pictures, that is the individual. Oh, and you also catch Mina
Oh my god.
in the act.
honestly, understandable, Mina. Understandable. I get it.
But yeah, you see, he just seems to be walking down the path alone in Transylvania.
Can't believe we found another victory.
With Lord Beerus on his shoulder or what?
Yeah, you do see a like two-headed cat on his shoulder. as he's
Don't
reading a
piss him
book.
off. He's gonna hit us with a Hakai if we don't feed him.
I was thinking this guy looks more like a Victor Frankenstein type of guy.
Yeah, he do be getting like anime Hojo vibes.
Is he just like fully locked into whatever he's reading?
I mean, at the point where you guys would have noticed him, he would have also noticed you all, and he would have just looked up, looked at you all, and then gone back to reading his book.
As we get close enough to him, Rhea will she'll like smile and nod at him and what time is it?
I'd say it's like dusk, so the sun's on the low rise, but because of Wallachia, the clouds are probably already obscuring it, so you probably wouldn't need your umbrella at this point. Or be
Late
impeded
time
by the
for
sunlight.
Solo travel. Be safe.
I appreciate your concern, but I can assure you I am more than safe. I say the same to you all, however, as well. Be a shame for a fine lady like yourself and charming fellow to be lost in this place.
My God, I'm charming.
I was not referring to you.
Oh.
Well, I appreciate it.
Of course, as I appreciate your concern. And who might you all be, if I might ask? A rather interesting party you carry.
Does this dude smell weird?
He's stinky.
The bison. Is he stinky?
He seems to be human.
Uh-oh, stinky.
Just a wandering knight of Targa Vista, traveling around.
Ah, Targa Vista. I see, I see. Perhaps you might have a name I can put to the frame.
Lucifer Ravencrest.
Ah, a Ravencrest. Let me think. That is the family sponsored by Lord Lioncourt, yes?
It is.
I see, I see. And what is an illustrious knight such as yourself doing so far from home? In the heart of the night?
Well, I thought I would travel far to get some fresh milk. Cultists and whatnot in Targa Vista kind of keep killing the cows.
I see, I see. Rather barbaric indeed. And you, fine madam, I don't believe I got your name.
Rhea.
Freya, a rather beautiful name.
Thank you. Might I ask what yours is?
Ah, indeed, I suppose I haven't introduced myself. How shameful of me. My name is Casimir. Casimir Yarborough.
Hey, we've heard of the Yarboroughs before, right?
Uh-huh. Do you know what the Yarboroughs are?
I'm trying to remember.
What's one of the big three families doing down here? Shouldn't he be in Brilea?
Oh, well, my family tends to like to stay in their towers and study. I prefer open field experience. Active experimentation, all of the likes. Much better than theorizing in a tower.
Well, perhaps this would be of use to you then. I'm gonna pull out the skin-bound infernal cultist fucking journal book from the lady we killed.
He'll
And
sort
took it
of
off a
extend a
cultist.
hand for it. Do you give it to him?
Yeah.
All right. I'll just take it and start thumbing through it.
Ah, infernal, I see. A sort of cultist memoir. Like their own Bible. Rather interesting. I will have to add it to my collection. I don't make a habit of visiting Targa Vista too much, so I'm afraid I've missed any cultist ongoing.
I apologize if you weren't able to read it, Lucifer. I could have translated it for you.
I didn't really take it for myself, but if it's of use to our Yarborough friend here, then perhaps a little bit of assistance here and good faith provides gains for us when we make our way to Braelia.
Ah, you intend to visit my home, then?
At a point, yes.
I advise you to be a bit careful, you see. In Braelia, but more specifically in the Magician's City with which the Yarboroughs like to stay, they're rather picky and strict about who they let into certain places. All about hierarchy and paranoia, whatever you wish to call it. Though I'm sure with a knight of your standing and a woman of your beauty, you should be fine.
Good.
But if you're from Targa Vista, then I take it that,
And he'll point to Jevix and Beezy.
you two are from Braelia, correct?
Oh, what gave it away?
You seem like some rather interesting individuals. And I believe I may have seen similar kind of people from Braelia.
Similar kind?
What is that supposed to mean?
Oh, you just seem like locals of the area.
All right. Cool.
Well, it's been a while since we've called Braelia home, so something of travelers now, more like.
Yeah.
I see, I see. Rather unfortunate. But whenever you do return to Braelia, I hope it is as you remember it.
Oh, I'm sure it will.
But I won't waste any more of your time if you have nothing else to ask or speak of. I'm sure you all have your own ways to go.
What brings you all the way down to Transylvania?
Like I said, field experience, hypothesizing, testing, experimentation, strengthening my magics and learning more about topics that interest me, and in order to do that, I need to be here for the time being.
All right, then.
Well, it was nice to meet you, Kaz.
Casimir or Mr. Yarborough will suffice.
All right, Mr. Yarborough.
Well, do take care. Hopefully we
And
can run
you
into each
all
other
as
again.
well. Till next our paths cross.
And he will give a sort of bow. The bow sort of leaned a bit more towards Freya and Lucifer.
Offer a nod.
Not as well.
And as he is passing by, you, BZ, and Jevix, you will hear him say loud enough so that only you two can hear.
I'm glad some experiments ran free. Enjoy it while you can.
Ooh, what is this supposed to mean? Yeah, jeez.
And I'll
That's
just
kinda
keep
creepy.
walking.
BC sort of like whispers over to Jevix and just says,
That was pretty weird now.
Yes, he is very aware of who we are.
And he will continue walking.
Well, let's not linger on this. Let's keep moving.
The Yarboroughs aren't affiliated with Caramilla, are they?
Would I know anything about that?
What either of us?
I'd say both of you could roll just a flat history check. It's not in Targa Vista or Transylvania, respectively, so you're not too sure. Freya, you've got no idea. But Lucifer, with a natural 20, as you're sort of thinking about it, Casimir Yarborough, Rylia, Casimir. You're thinking about it, and that's when you remember. A couple years ago, you remember an announcement being made in Targa Vista by one of the saints, not Rosaria, but another one, known as Saint Elijah. Who, you know what? I'll send his reference picture to you or privately. You would know that Saint Elijah is kind of like, if Saint Rosaria is the headpiece of the saints and sort of like, you know, the head priestess, the face of things, he is sort of like the sort of get shit done, or like the if Saint Rosaria is the good cop, he's the bad cop.
Okay.
He's the
Not afraid
one
to
they
get his hands
send for
dirty.
like exterminations, things like that, etc. And you remember him making an announcement once about that a great treason has been committed, and that from now on, the individual known as Casimir Yarborough will be considered a traitor to the Royal Triad for acts of unholy magics and necromancy.
Well, they are apparently a necromancer, from what I can recall. They were outlawed or branded a black sheep by the Holy Triad.
Now it kind of makes sense why he's sort of like on the road, I guess. Not much favoritism in Rylia.
I'm sure there's not.
All right, then. Is that it
Yeah.
for talks?
Yeah.
With that, the next 2 days of travel after that go pretty well. You'd like to say? You don't really run into, as far as you can tell, any major trouble of any kind. Sparse encounters with more undead and like dire wolves and beasts and things, but a lot of them seem to like purposefully dodge around you and not get close to you for one reason or another. But you will eventually find yourselves arriving at, on the 4th day, by your judgment, Jevix, if you had to assume, like halfway through or near the end of the 4th day of travel, when it's dusk again, you believe you guys should be entering the proximity of somewhere around here should be some kind of hidden entrance to Alucard's tomb. And it's as you actually find yourselves coming into a sort of like a ruined, not like village per se, but you see a couple of ruined stone buildings in your surroundings.
Well, I guess we'll just start looking for something that stands out. Just kind of let everyone know, it should be somewhere around here.
Looking at Dracula's castle, is there anywhere that like seemingly would be casting a shadow? Like the most, obviously.
The sun is unfortunately setting, so does it set in the east or west? I forget.
It sets in the west.
Sets in the okay. So it is setting from. It is unfortunately setting, and it's a bit cloudy, so you can't see the shadow too well. So you can go ahead and roll like a perception check to try and pinpoint any areas that are specifically sort of outlined by the shadow. And this goes for everyone, unless people are looking for other things.
Oh, okay.
I will take a crack at it. Ooh. Ooh.
Alrighty then. Anyone else? Oh wait, that's everyone. With that, Lucifer, BZ, and Freya, you would be able to see that, like, I'd say there's like 3 or 4 of these like stone sort of buildings that look kind of like small churches to a degree, but they don't look like anything like too specific purpose-wise. And you see that one of the long shadows of like one of the long extended branches of Dracula's castle sort of covers both of these two, but you specifically, Jevix, can see that, like, while the shadow covers those two, you can see that as it's, like, waning because of the sun lowering, you see that the very point of, like, the tip of one of the, like, towers on Dracula's castle shadow is pointing directly towards the entrance of the third one, which seems to be sort of the most or the two in the shadows seem to be pretty well intact. The fourth one seems to be pretty ruined with just like the entire roof collapsed in. This one seems to be like a halfway in between preserved and ruined, and the point of the shadow seems to point towards it.
Okay. Javix is going to point that out to everyone and start heading in that direction. Kind of putting away the tools he's been using to work on the blades.
Lead the way, brother.
All right, then. As you all approach the building, you will sort of push open the doors, and as you do, you will find a... Oh, this still has the grid on it. Let me get rid of that. Ooh. You'll find a sort of desecrated and sort of half-ruined church.
Does it look familiar to the one that we saw from the mirror?
No.
Oh.
Maybe there's a hidden pathway.
Yeah, or maybe we have to go deeper.
Is there any like pedestal or whatever? That
No,
somebody
there's
give, like,
no
a sermon? Nothing?
pedestal, but you do see that there are multiple like runes or glyphs or other things carved into each of the walls, and that the cross with the cross has been turned upside down, which it is not normally. Someone, you can ascertain, purposefully did that while like the rest of the place is kind of in shambles and the benches are moved around.
Do you have any idea what the runes mean, Jevix?
Let me see. Are the runes in abyssal or celestial?
No, they do not seem to be.
Okay. I guess could I try maybe investigation?
Can we make a guess of what language it could be?
I'd say you all could roll just a general intelligence check.
Guess who's not dumb anymore, bruh?
You cut
Cut
your
my-
hair and you got
Cut my hair off.
intelligence.
That's right.
Your hair was holding
It's
you
the
back.
opposite of Samson.
No, he's becoming Saitama. Once he goes bald, it's game over for all the vampires.
That's what he does.
One
man. He just shaves his head.
Just give me the morning style, just one whip every enemy. They don't die though. I just whip them and then they just start saying yes, daddy.
Oh my god.
Guaranteed unlimited charm.
From Lucifer to Johnny Sins in one campaign, I swear.
Lucifer,
I'll take one level in every class.
with another natural 20, you sort of look at each of the symbols and you're thinking in your head, these aren't any kind of language. Are they magic runes? No, they're not. They're not magic runes. And then as you're looking at them, you spot one of the runes that is sort of like a bit hidden because it's sort of like around a corner on the back of a pillar. And you see that the carving is actually the Belmont insignia. And then you look to another carving and you realize, thinking back to sort of like during an early time when your father would have been teaching you things about paladinhood and just how to be a knight of Targa Vista and things, you recognize one of the symbols as a very ancient holy symbol. And it's as you're looking at them, you realize they're not languages, they're not magic runes, they're icons, they're symbols of specific things.
The party members that fucking killed Dracula.
You can see that there are 5 symbols engraved on different places in the walls. One you can very clearly tell is the Belmont insignia. Another is a very ornate cross that has been sort of half turned into a sword. You see another is a open book with sort of like stars appearing above the open book. And then the last one seems to be a sword going through the head of a wolf.
Okay. There's
Write
only
these
4?
down, so there's 5. There's 5.
Belmont, sword, cross, book, stars, wolf head, sword. And then the holy symbol.
There's the Belmont insignia. There, I'm writing these down as well for everyone to make things simpler. Belmont insignia, wolf head with sword in it. There is the ancient holy cross. So the sword one and the cross sword one is the same as the ancient holy symbol.
Okay.
There is the open book, stars, and oh, I forgot to describe the last one. The last one is a hammer made of gears, with like gears inside of the head.
Okay. The symbols, I think, represent 5 people that fought Dracula. Being the Belmont, Alucard, the Hellsing, the Arboro, and the Lancaster.
Well, I guess that means we're on the right path at least.
Is there anything that happen if we touch the
As
if we
you
touch
touch
the emblems with
one of the
specific
symbols,
gear? Like if I touch my armor to the Belmont one?
nothing happens. And also, if you look at the reference images, the dried blood, there is dried blood that is sort of scattered in areas of this church, as well as the insignias are very much like the one you see in the image, sort of carved into the wall.
Well, that's concerning.
Could we probably search around the Alucard symbol?
As you look around which one's the Alucard symbol?
It's either the fucking sword wolf, but that could also be Lancaster. I don't know. Is there any symbols on my sword hilt that match up with any of these? So it is the sword of fucking Richard Lancaster.
As you hold it up, you do see that your sword hilt holds a uncanny resemblance to the holy symbol sword insignia.
Okay.
I'm guessing hammer made of gears is going to be Hellsing?
Yeah, I would assume so too, BZ. Which would leave Alucard the wolf's head, if that is correct.
All right. Let's go check out the wolf's head.
As you check it out, you can see that the wolf head insignia, the wolf head with a sword in it, the symbol's kind of engraved at the bottom of the upside down cross into the ground.
Let me try something.
I'll cut my hand and pull some blood on the insignia.
As you cut your hand and put blood on the insignia, you see the insignia will begin to glow a crimson light.
Jevix, you don't really bleed, do you?
Probably not. Probably not blood. I don't know. I've never really paid attention.
With that insignia glowing, can we spin the cross? Is the cross move?
You see that the cross can be moved, but as you try to like spin it, it does try kind of like resist.
Okay.
You could force it to flip.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. I guess I'll.
Do I try putting my blood on all of them, or?
Well, if I had to guess, each of them specialized in something different. Javix is going to take one of his flintlocks and put it in front of the why am I drawing a blank on their name now?
The Hellsing.
Hellsing.
Yeah, the Hellsing logo.
So you're doing what again? You're
Putting his flintlock like
on the
in front of
logo.
it. Yeah.
You see nothing happens.
Hmm.
I guess I'm gonna light up. Try to step back, or around the corner.
Alright.
I'll light up the sunblade and kind of touch the tip of it to the Lancaster, the holy symbol.
You see nothing happens.
Yeah, I guess I'll rub a little blood on it.
As you rub blood on the Lancaster symbol, you see it also glows.
Okay, it just needs blood.
I'll go around and fucking drop blood on all of them, I guess.
So you did the wolf head, then the cross sword. What's next? Which of the symbols are you doing next?
I guess we'll go. We'll do the Belmont one next.
All right. Fourth.
The hammer made of gears, and then we'll do the book last.
All right then. As you do so, you see they will all glow red. And as they are all glowing, they will sort of flash for a moment before they will go dormant. And I need you to roll a d20 for me.
Oh, God.
Nothing happens yet.
Was there an order that we know that the band of adventurers grouped up in to fight Dracula?
Well, I'm sure it's like. Belmont definitely first.
Berea, roll
Yes.
me a history or flat intelligence check of your choice. As Lucifer sort of says that out loud, and as you're thinking about this, it sort of reminds you a bit of the book that you found in the Belmont hideout in the church when you first met Victor.
Mhm.
As you were reading it, it described a singular individual meeting other individuals, and last you believe you left off, it was when they met, I believe it was a fourth individual.
Yes.
Yeah. I would say you would remember so far that there was the first individual, who is the narrator of the book, who roll me an intelligence check with advantage. With a 16, you realize that you've never gotten the actual name of the main character, the sort of self-narrator,
Mhm.
but you have gotten a surname that or like a fake alias that the person went by whenever introducing themselves to people and referring to themselves in the book.
Okay.
I am going to DM you that alias.
Okay. All right. Is that it?
What was that?
Is that it?
Yeah, that's the alias that he would go by.
Yeah, okay. Do I not remember the other 3 people that I read the book about?
No. If you're, I didn't know if you wanted to tell other people about that, but if you're talking about the individuals that they met, I'm writing out. They were never given names either, but they were given descriptions. I'm writing out those descriptions right now.
Gotcha. Okay.
And I'm gonna
wait
send them
till I
to you.
have all of the information before I
Understood.
start yapping.
Well, there's only 120 possible combinations. So
Yeah.
we got over 120 hit points between us, right, BZ?
I think so.
Let's start cutting.
All right, hold on. Do you remember the name of the book and still have it in your inventory?
Yes. It is Truth of the Dark Lord's Fall.
There you go. Unfortunately, did not get far enough in the book to get that final individual.
Okay. Alright.
And also, you would need to take a hit point of damage every time you
Yeah, I know.
ignite a. Okay, just for the others as well. When you need to split things up.
Fuck. Hold on. Ugh. Okay, that one. That's probably not it. That's right.
I mean, you do still have the book.
I'm gonna have to flip through it because this shit is not descriptive. This book sucks ass.
It is a rather vague book from what you remember.
It is ungodly vague. It doesn't need to be this long if it's this vague.
I'd say just roll a history check with advantage for scrolling through it. Flipping.
Okay.
Goddamn.
Cause I'm man, I'm on my fucking shit. My brain is dead. I am drawing blanks on this.
You managed to remember sort of each of the chapters that a new character was introduced.
Yeah.
It starts with the protagonist leaving his home to go on an adventure alone, and then he eventually runs into a drunkard at a bar that he helps get out of a fight. And then after that, as they're traveling, the drunkard decided to accompany him to help him out because of him helping him out. And unfortunately, they became partners for a bit, getting into trouble and going over things until they eventually made their way towards Targa Vista, in which they ran into a very loud and overzealous individual that sort of wouldn't leave them alone. Then after that, they began to make their journey towards Brylia, where they would meet a more quiet and reserved woman who, after being saved by them, would eventually go to join their party as well. And then you sort of read a bit ahead, sort of just skimming through the chapters, until you get to the introduction of a new individual who seems to be described as a old grizzled man that was sort of that had his stuff stolen by some people, and so the overzealous individual, being as they are, offered to help him, and that led to a whole thing. And then eventually the old grizzled man, thanking them for their help and also being bored of his own work, decided to join them as well.
Okay. And just clarifying, what's the wolf head sigil again? Is that the Lancaster one?
You all
We
know.
don't know.
You figured it out. Or you would know the ancient holy cross sword is the Lancaster one.
Yeah.
Okay, which one's the wolf head again?
I believe you guys theorized it to be Belmont.
No,
Or
Alucard.
not
Belmont's
Belmont
Alucard.
insignia.
Alucard
You theorized
would
it to be Alucard.
Okay. I believe the order is Wolfhead, Belmont, Cross, Book, Gear.
I'll spend the 5 HP and try in that order.
All right. You light up the wolf head, then the Belmont insignia, then the ancient cross, then the book with stars, and then the hammer made of gears. and you see they all glow. They blink for a bit, and then they remain glowing.
Well done, Freya. Easy, you want to turn the cross?
All right, I got you. Do I just spend the hit point?
just spin
Still roll a strength. You can move it easier now, but it is still a large wooden cross.
Okay. Wait, it's a strength check?
Yes. You see, you begin moving it, and you get to move it a little bit, but like the tension is a bit too much for you to do alone.
He's got spaghetti arms, man.
Take a bardic.
A bardic can't save that.
Let me see if I can do it.
Jesus. Okay.
This angle, put this body weight here, kind of just
Wait a second.
hang off of this. It doesn't move.
Wait a second.
Jevix
Wait.
goes, okay. I'll do it.
Okay, go ahead. I want to see. Wait a second. Okay.
Wait. He's going to use his flash of genius and realize he was
+5 for a
lifting.
13.
Yeah,
13.
realize he was lifting with his full back.
That is still not enough.
Okay.
Don't worry, boys. I got this.
Go ahead, Freya. Try it. I want to see if Freya got the. It's more than us, honestly.
I mean, you do have bardic.
No.
All right, you know what? I'm gonna try it. It's...
Nah.
Okay,
You-
hold on, guys.
One
Hold
by
on.
one,
Wait.
individually
Wait.
tried to push the cross, and
Wait,
unfortunately, it's a
The
bit too
strongest.
heavy.
I summoned Victor Jr.
Victor Jr. looks at the giant cross, looks at you, and just shakes his head.
No. He can do it. He can do it. He has one. He has +1 strength. He's more than all of us.
You have to make him big to do that, though.
No, I make him big. Yeah, I use my spell slot.
All right. Go ahead and roll a strength check.
Okay. Come on, Victor Jr. You got this. You got this. Please, Victor Jr. Please. Fuck.
Oh.
Okay. Okay. Hold on. I have an idea. Freya, do you mind if I get a little... Well, actually, I don't know how that worked now. BZ,
Yeah.
can I have a
going to
little
s-
nibble?
If you're wondering, it should be fine. I
I-
drank from a vampire.
I go over to Lucifer. He's just
You guys
like,
know there's this
"Be
crazy
gentle.
thing called working together, right?
No. Let me cook.
be gentle."
All right, go ahead.
Derek's
Empowered
gonna try
bite.
it again while this is happening.
I assume you're just letting that hit.
Yeah,
for
I'm just
6
letting
damage.
it hit. Yeah, I'll take the 6
Okay.
damage.
Now, since it's my empowered bite, I get to add the bonus of 6 to my next check. Jevix, I need you to hype me up. Same with you, Freya.
Wait, Jevix,
gonna
can't you
spin
just
this.
make him big?
I
Can you use
could
up a
hype
third
you
level
up,
spell lot.
but
He walked
Wow.
in.
Rude.
He just.
That's fine. I'm just
You
sitting.
wait.
I'm just sitting on a nice fucking boon now. Fine.
You see as you you see
Derek just
as you're
busts
sort
out the
of
winch.
feasting from BZ, and you sort of feel the strength hit you. You're like, all right, I got this. And you turn over and you see Jevix. You're like, hold on a second. You go to the other side and try the other way, and you manage to
BZ has like the Yowie face with like the pointy chin. It's just like.
and you manage to flip the cross right up. And as you do, you hear a as these stones sort of like stairs and paneling underneath, sort of in this area, begin to open up into a staircase that leads downwards.
I'm gonna heal myself up.
just goes
I got
like,
my-
Top up BZ as well.
I got my boy for another hour, so hopefully we can still use him.
I'm just gonna start skipping down the stairs
Skipping.
off to see my
Derek's just
grandpa.
goes like Man, when did I install these guns?
All right, way to ruin the moment, man.
BZ pats Victor Jr. on the head.
Don't worry, you'll show them your strength. You're stronger than all of us.
Victor Jr. looks to the camera and points at you like, get a load of this guy.
Has a sass like his father.
He has like the cartoon sound effects, the Johnny Test.
All right. You all make your way down the stairs.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. As you do, you'll sort of be walking down the stairs for a little bit before eventually you will see the sort of, well, not narrow, it's a pretty wide staircase, but eventually it will come into a larger, much more open sort of dungeon-esque area. And I forgot to turn off the grid again. It is dark. However, all of you have dark vision now, so it doesn't really matter.
Victor Jr. has advanced dark vision.
But yeah, before you see sort of an open, sort of empty dungeon room as you look around. Blood sort of coating the floor in a large insignia. Unfamiliar compared to like the previous insignias.
Is it just the insignia and there's nothing else around any of the walls?
Not that you can see. There are hallways though. One on like each of the walls besides the one that you came from, which has the steps.
I'll step in. I'll walk in.
You walk in. Nothing seems to happen so far.
Javix is gonna follow.
Alucard. Oh, I kind of walk
You
in.
yell out and your voice sort of just echoes through the open, empty room.
Maybe he's still in his coffin. Can't hear
Yeah.
you.
Probably not. I'll come in and touch the insignia, I guess, so we can look at it.
As you touch down and look at the insignia, you can roll a history check with advantage because of your natural 20 before. With a 9, unfortunately, this one, you don't know. Doesn't seem familiar.
Would I
Everyone else?
possibly?
I mean, the room is, you're all in the room. If you want to make a check, you can.
Yeah, sure. Let's go for it.
Is it normal?
Yes, normal.
Yeah, Victor Jr. gets better roll than me. No.
Victor Jr. cannot roll. It's unapplicable. He would not recognize fucking
'Cause
anything.
I'm baby.
He's
That's what he
baby.
said.
With the 15, Freya, you do recognize that the symbol is magical to some degree and vampiric in like origin, but it seems to be a pretty ancient one because you don't really recognize the specifics of the symbol. You, Jevix, sort of remembering as you were sort of being trained and learning back at Carmilla's library or like personal study, you would know that this is also a magical insignia of vampiric nature, but you believe It is a sort of. It's an ancient, and it's a more ancient one, sort of from more around Dracula's time. And it is a sort of vampiric warding rune. You would know. And given its size and its placement, you're guessing that whatever this warding, you don't know what it does specifically, but you are guessing that it is a magic warding rune for this room that you are in.
Okay. Yeah, he's going to share that knowledge. Freya, you should probably steer clear of it. And
Freya, who's in the middle of bending down, pauses to look at you, like about to touch it.
yeah, that looks. It's a vampire warding sigil, most likely, and judging by the time period, it would be most likely strong enough to hold Dracula.
Well, you don't know strong enough to hold Dracula. I'm just saying it was from Dracula's time period.
Okay, from Dracula's time, so probably pretty potent. It might even be dangerous for you to get too close to Lucifer.
Well, as far as you can tell, it hasn't activated yet.
Okay.
Are there pillars at like each corner? Like
Yep.
the picture? I'm gonna start looking at one of them.
The pillars seem to just be pillars with torches on them.
I don't know why I thought you could say you're gonna start licking them. I was like, why?
Are the torch sconces movable at all? So hidden levers?
As you pull on the torch sconces, they don't seem to budge, none of them. As you
And
try
they're
them one by
not
one.
lit?
Nope. Completely dark. You just
I'm gonna
all have
start
dark
firebolting
vision.
them.
All right, you start lighting them all up.
Just do that however many times. So
You
you guys
light them all
now,
up.
when you see that, Jevix, you would notice too that there's like sort of an ethereal clock behind Lucifer as he casts the fireball. It's just like a ghostly clock slowly ticking.
What's that you got there?
I had a strange dream when we were in the Belmont hold. And found myself able to do a little more magic.
Okay, good. I was worried that was a countdown to your death or something.
Anything change when I light the torches?
Nope. Not that you can tell, besides the room lighting up and allowing you to see a bit more of like the details of the walls sort of being scratched and some chipped and things like that. But you do notice that as you light it up, the sort of 3 hallways and then the 4th for like going back from whence you came, that one, the stairs look fine, but the 3 hallways sort of like disappear into darkness as you look down them with the torches lit up.
I have a feeling we're gonna have to clear each of the hallways before we can head down through here.
If I tap the stone, does it sound kind of like hollow underneath it? Like underneath
Like
the warding ring?
that you're standing on.
Yeah, in the center of the room.
It's a roll perception check.
20?
I'd say it doesn't sound kind of, but not in like a. You don't think this is an opening up floor. but it does sound a little bit hollow, but not like a lot. You don't think this is like similar to the upstairs where like this entire panel might open up or like the Belmont hold. But there is something about the floor that is somewhat hollow. Just barely.
Okay.
Like, it makes a different sound than tapping like outside of the like indented square area, if you know what I'm.
Well, shall we check out the other hallways, or are you guys gonna investigate this more?
All right, guys. Let's search some clues.
Okay, I guess we're going down the hallway.
For East's sake, we'll call it north, east, west, south, or north, east, south, west. Which south would be the way you came, north would be straightforward, east to the right, and west to the left.
Go west, northeast.
You're going west first?
Everybody else is fine with that, yeah.
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 Yeah, sure, might as well.
Are you splitting up or
clockwise around.
going together?
What do you guys want to do? We want to split up or do you want to go together?
All right, gang.
No,
Let's
no,
split up and
absolutely. No.
All right. I'm just gonna. Wait, I just realized we're the Scooby Gang now. We got enough.
So, which way are you going first?
West.
Yeah.
West
All
is
right.
like.
As you walk down you begin to walk
Wait.
down the.
It's this way, right?
Yes.
That's west. Okay, cool.
West is left.
Yeah.
East is. Here, let me write something to make it easy. Forward is north. Right is east. Back is south. And left is west. All right. So you all are heading left first.
Mm-hmm.
As you all begin to walk down the left hallway, you sort of walk towards the darkness, and then you see the darkness will sort of begin to light up as you walk down the hallway, and eventually you will find yourselves coming out of the coming back into the room out of the west hallway. Or out of the east hallway, the opposite direction.
Damn it, it's one of these.
All right, gang. I think it's time we split up.
No, we're not splitting up. Okay, let's try going to...
The north?
Yeah.
All right. As you all head north, you will sort
Wait.
of walk down the.
I will leave Victor Jr. at the center to see if we're actually going back to like the same room or not.
All right. You walk down the north hallway, and like, once again, you will sort of walk down it for a while until you will find yourselves walking down a pair of stairs, and you walk back into the main central room, and you see Victor Jr. just sort of just standing there.
Hmm.
Okay, east it is.
All right, then. As you all walk down the east hallway, you all are walking down it for quite some bit until you eventually come back open to the exact same room. However, Victor Jr. is not there, and the south stairs are instead simply a hallway. Like the others.
I will telekinetically make Victor Jr. follow us from where he is.
You see, after like a minute or two, Victor Jr. will come waddling down the hallway.
All right.
Okay, so it looks like east is the correct first choice.
We should now split up. If we're all gonna be sent back to the first room, we'll know who went where, so we know what the second choice is. Based on who doesn't show up.
Honestly, splitting up seems like the more faster approach to this.
I mean, unless one of them leads to a trap.
Which it might. But there is the ward to keep out, presumably, vampires. Or council members.
I will say, you
Sorry,
see,
I
this
wasn't armed.
ward is the same on the ground in every room.
I don't think
Is
we have
there-
a choice but to split up.
Is there any clues? Like, he said the walls in the other room are all scratched up. How's this room?
This room seems almost the exact same as the previous room, except for the stairs that you came in from. So the southern way is now just a normal hallway.
Mhm.
But I'd say you could all roll perception checks.
Perception.
Damn. Lucifer, Jevix, and Freya, you would sort of notice as you're looking over. You see that each of the archways is almost... Each of the archways, you didn't notice it before because they're all stone archways, but you notice that each one of them is sort of carved differently. The actual archway of it is carved in a different style. And for example, let me go back to where I wrote it down for you all. So the forward one is carved in a very like what's it like? Sort of gothic church style archway. The right one is carved in a very like traditional medieval castle means. The south one is carved in a like what's a good name for it? It's carved in like a very unusual and unnatural style compared to anything you've seen. Like, unlike any other styles you've seen, it's very smooth, very uniform, sort of just a perfectly formed archway. And then the left one is sort of like Greek style pillars into an archway, like a more / Roman / Greek style to it. And with those rolls, Jevix, you would be able to recognize that the west hallway is sort of reminiscent of Targa Vista, the Freya, I'd say you'd be able to tell that the right hallway is reminiscent of Gresset, or the east hallway, sorry, is reminiscent of Gresset. You, Lucifer, can recognize that the north sort of archway is reminiscent of Targa Vista style of things.
Okay.
But all of you are sort of unfamiliar with the south hallway.
Freya, would you mind if I seen you on book for a minute?
She'll hand it to you.
I would like to look through and see if it mentions where this party went in which order.
I would say either you can roll at disadvantage unless Freya is helping out, in which case one of you two can roll at advantage.
I mean, would I also just know from the natural 20 I rolled on the book earlier?
Yeah. I'll let Lucifer roll normal, and I'll give you just a roll with advantage. Freya.
Damn right, I'm
Freya.
rolling normal. Restoring balance. Is it intelligence or history?
Either or.
I forgot everything I just read.
Javix is gonna kind of.
I'll give you. Oh, well, go ahead.
I'm just gonna kind of lean over. The book's upside down.
BZ and
All
Victor
right.
Jr. are just aura farming in the corner, just like being sexy while you guys think.
With a +5, that's a 12. I'll leave it up to you if you want to use Bardic Inspiration or not.
I rolled a 14. Why would that be a what?
No, I'm talking about Freya.
I was giving it to Lucifer because he rolled a 14.
Oh, you were giving it to Lucifer? I thought you were giving it to Freya. My bad. So 5, that's a 19. All right. So you open the book immediately, Lucifer, and you're like, shit, I have absolutely no idea what the fuck's going on here. And Freya, you come over and you're like, here. Freya sort of takes the book and opens it to those central chapters that were mentioned. Like each chapter that they met an individual and sort of all the core chapters, and she shows them to you, and you realize that never once in the book does it straight up say like Targa Vista or Brylia, or a lot of specifics of certain things are kept very vague for some reason. Which I don't know if you mentioned it in or out of character, the vagueness of the book, but if Freya mentioned it in character, you're beginning to realize what she meant by that. As it seems almost like the book is purposefully vague and sort of hard to understand. But with both of your combined knowledges, you would be able to tell that it seems that the journey started in Transylvania, and then they went to Gresset, and that is where they met the drunkard, who you know now as a Belmont. Then, after that, it seems that they made their way back to Transylvania, and then made their way towards Targa Vista, which is where they met the overzealous knight individual who you now know as Richard. And then after that, it seems that they went straight to Brylia, where they met the timid woman with the book, who you know now as a Yarborough. And then from Brylia, they finally circled back around straight to Gresset, where they would find the old man, which you now know as a Hellsing. And then finally, the end of their journey, they would return to Transylvania.
Okay. So based off that path, if we associate each of the door types to a city, at least if we'll lead them down the corresponding doors.
So what path would that be?
Well, assuming we're in Gresset,
Yeah,
the
because
next one was
Gresset, then
back to Transylvania. So we just turn around.
So you go... You do know that if you were to go straight back around, you would still be going through the Gresset hall.
The Gresset
Essentially,
Arch?
yeah, the arches don't change from room to room.
Okay.
So
well,
if you
then
wanted to go to
which one-
Transylvania, you'd have to go south. If you
Yeah.
wanted to go to Targa Vista, you'd have to go north.
Yeah, that's what I said. We came from the south, though, right? So when we came into this room, we came in from the south.
No, you came in from... You took
We took
east.
the west.
You took...
Yeah,
or-
the east.
You took east. So you came in... So you walked out of the east hallway.
Okay. So yeah, we'll go south then now, which should be Transylvania, correct? Because you said north was.
I have also labeled them in the
Targa
group
Vista.
chat.
Oh.
So you're going south now?
Yeah.
All right. You all walk south, and you seem to enter another room that is just like that. The south hallway is still
And we go
just a hallway and not the stairs.
North to Targa Vista.
All right. You head down the north hallway, and as you do, you come to another room, another exact same room.
Okay. What was the next one?
They went from Transylvania to Gresset, met the Belmont, went to Transylvania again, then went to Targa Vista. They met the knight, Richard, and then they immediately met the timid woman with the books afterwards. So that would be
Australia. And then it was back to Gresset.
So
And
you
then
go
Transylvania?
through the west hallway, which is Bralia, and
Yep.
that seems to work as well. Then you said you go to
The east for Gresset. For the
You
old
go
man,
down
and
the
then
east
back to
hallway.
Transylvania.
and it works. And as you go to finally walk down the south hallway, you see as you're walking down the hallway, it will continue to extend as it usually does, but then you will find yourself reaching a set of stairs that goes downwards.
Hey, thanks for turning the book upside right for me, Jevix.
Yes,
I-
of course.
I really don't know who wrote that book, but their chicken scratch was illegible. I couldn't even tell it was upside down. This might be where Alucard is resting. Are we ready for this?
I mean, what's the worst that could be down here, other than
our goals will align with his, more likely than not. And we should be fine.
I fear he might be, well, gone or incapable of fighting with us, so. But let's head in.
All right. You all head down the stairs.
Yes, sir.
Da, da, da. Give me a moment. Making sure all your tokens are set up correctly. You do have night vision now, right? Yes, you do. All your health is correct now, right? Yes,
I'm a
it
little
is.
concerned that you're checking all this.
It's fine.
Don't worry about it.
He just wants us to know that we're safe and sound.
Exactly. See? Alrighty. Hopefully I can just copy and paste these and these don't fuck anything up. What order are you all walking in?
I'll be at the front.
Freya in the middle.
It is wide enough for you to be walking 2 by 2, if you, or,
Okay.
side by side if you wish.
Okay, so maybe Lucifer and BZ in front, or Lucifer and Javix in front, BZ and Freya in the back.
Yeah, sounds good.
Well, we have little man. You can guard
Yeah.
the rear.
Victor Jr. is going to be staring at the back for any back stabbers.
All right. Well, you all will, is Freya back? Or Mina, I guess I should say.
I
If
don't
not,
think so.
I'm just gonna wait for her a little bit. No
can have
reason
a
in
break.
particular. Yeah, if you need to grab a water or,
Yeah,
say
I'll
your
go
final
grab.
goodbyes, do whatever you need to.
Sure, yeah.
I'm just waiting for the music drop.
What? No.
I'm back.
Welcome back. Lucifer managed to solve the puzzle, and now you guys are walking down the stairs and into what you assume to be, a place.
Oh boy.
I know I wanted to wait for you, so I told people to grab a water and things if they need. Which actually, I'm gonna fucking do that too. I'll be back.
Okay.
I'm so sleepy.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I am too. Work has been beating my ass this week.
Oh.
I'm so sorry. I just got hit with the woman suffer beam. So
Oof. Really be rough out here.
I like ended stream and then immediately was like, I'm gonna lay in bed and hug my heating pad for 7 hours.
But yeah, work's been beating me so bad that I put in for time off next week on Thursday and Friday for no other reason other than I just don't want to be there.
Well,
Based. Also, curious question. Did you ever tell them about the alias thing?
oh no.
The
I mean, it's
alias
up to
thing?
you.
I mean, sure, I'll just wait for Alphonz.
Well, no, I was just asking because I couldn't remember.
Wait,
Because
what?
I know you told them about the drunkard, overzealous title things, and then you just managed to figure it out from there, so...
Main character's alias is Gabriel. Ta-da.
Whoa, so Trevor is Gabriel? Oh, wait,
No. The main
Gabriel's
character
Alucard?
is Gabriel.
what?
Gabriel? Like from the Bible?
You can roll an
Also, give me my
intelligence
book
or...
back.
Foolishness, machine. Foolishness.
Any who want can roll an insight check.
Gabriel Belmont.
It's an
Let's
anagram,
smash that
guys.
book.
Granted, I mean, if you're drunk enough and you say it, it sounds like Gabriel.
Freya and
Gabriella.
Lucifer, as you realize that the main character's alias is Gabriel, and this makes sense because you would have flipped, because Freya would have helped you to flip through the pages. So, as you recognize that the main alias that this individual used whenever introducing themselves was Gabriel, you both sort of flash back to when all of you were talking with the Belmont and trying to convince him to help you and to actually, help out, whether it's training or fighting and things like that. And you remember one specific comment he said of, "There is no Gabriel fucking Belmont."
Mm-hmm. Very good.
So take that as you will. But as you all are walking down the stairs, you see they will eventually open up into a larger hallway. As this is what you see before you. And I need to change the music.
I knew it. I knew it was coming.
You all should be able to move your tokens, I believe, because I copy and pasted them.
Yep.
How high is this area thing here?
15 feet.
I'm just gonna hop over the wall if you want to drag me over. Slide kind of my way down the wall. I'm too fast for the stairs.
Uh-huh.
And this is the same room I saw through the mirror? Or we all saw through the mirror?
Yeah, seems like it.
Shall we open it?
I just thought of something.
You do see that there is a very ornate coffin laid out with sort of chains wrapped around it and bound to the ground.
What do we do if he wakes up hungry?
Well,
Like, unable to control himself hungry.
Got healing magic. I'll let him drink from me, and hopefully my lay on hands and my spells and your spells will be enough to keep me alive until he calms down.
Yeah, okay, we'll go with that.
PZ,
So
you
no
want to push from the
confidence.
bottom? Me and Jevix from each side?
Are you
can we like
gonna-
take the chains off, or are
You
they
can
like?
try. They seem to be wrapped around and then and then massive metal spikes sort of have them spiked into the ground.
Yeah.
What are they made of?
Silver. As far as you can tell. How are you trying to undo them?
I slash at it with my chains because silver is a very malleable metal. It shouldn't be able to sort of like.
Roll an attack roll.
All right.
All right, roll damage. You see as you slam your sword into the chains, the chains will just stop it dead as it sort of bounces off a bit, but you do see the magical flame seems to singe the chain a little bit.
It's magical chains.
Well, let's try this. I'll give the Sunblade a swing.
All right, go ahead and roll. Roll damage. With 13 radiant damage, you see as you swing the Sunblade, it does manage to sort of... you can see that each of the chains is like wrapped around multiple times on each of these three individuals, and with that chop, you manage to like destroy one part of the like 3 wraps of the chain for each one. So that'd be like 9 total.
All right. I guess
Chains
I'm gonna
to
just
cut.
keep hacking until it's open.
They're chains, so they're easy enough to hit, but you can roll just damage. I'd say just do it 9 times, and we'll see.
1,
4,
2,
5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
9.
So 13 is a break. 8 does not break. 15 breaks. 14 breaks. 13 breaks. 8 does not. 11 breaks. 13 breaks. And 10 breaks. So, that was 10 rolls, not 9. So no, was that? No, that's 9. You see, you managed to break a majority of the chains. However, there are still 2 sort of chains that still remain wrapped around it. And I need everyone to roll a perception check for me.
All right. My bug senses are tingling.
Lucifer, you're kind of too busy focused on cutting off these chains. But Freya, BZ, and Jevix, all of you will hear the sound of footsteps echoing from the direction that you came.
We may
So
want to
up
hide.
here.
Hide from who?
Whoever is coming down here.
BZ, you would have also heard this. It's
Yeah, I know,
everyone
but I'm
but
like,
Luz.
but I'm saying like,
What do we have to fear from?
Okay, love the bravado, but we need to know who we're dealing with.
I
First of
don't
all,
think
we're-
it's gonna be a beneficial thing to hide when 7 of these 9 chains are smashed. Let me finish them.
And is that slow clapping? Are you really slow
Yes.
clapping?
You hear the sound of slow clapping. As sort of, you see walking up, you sort of can't see because of the elevation until they get near the, until they get near the edge, but you see this individual walk up towards the edge and sort of look down at you all.
Whoa.
Slow clapping.
Can't even see his face.
Yeah, who are you?
Ominously shrouding his face in shadow.
Oh, yeah. I
Hey,
can
it's our
see
boy.
his face,
Well,
yeah.
well, well. You all did rather well for yourselves. I must say, thank you for leading us directly to our, well, greatest issue. Now, your father, Lucien, did tell me that I could give you all one, chance to, well, join the winning side and not lose your pathetic little lives here and now.
No, going through all the trouble to follow us here.
Hey,
makes
I'm
us
gonna
full
I'm gonna
up.
go ahead and brighten this sunblade to 60 feet.
You just got your entourage with you, huh?
Makes it sound an awful lot like you're worried about being on the losing side.
Uh-huh. Listen, I just came prepared. Besides, with the great Lord Lucien being so generous to,
Also, its max is 30 feet of dim light and then 15 feet of bright.
Gonna move away from freaking. I need the darkness
Um,
for my boy.
15. Boom. There we go.
listen, just do the smart thing. Stand down, throw away any thoughts of resistance that you might have had, and perhaps my lord will be generous enough to spare you all.
Yes, he perhaps isn't concrete enough.
Yeah, go fuck yourself.
Your words are hard to understand with the grime from my father's boots on your tongue.
Oh, little half-blood. You don't realize just what grandeur your father is accomplishing.
I don't care what you call his dick, but I don't need to hear or smell it off your breath.
Fine then. I see that it seems conversation will get nowhere with you all. That is fine. After all, Lucian and Carmilla should be taking care of Damien right about now, so that should take care of that worry. And I'll massacre all of you to ensure my spot in the new world that follows.
And he'll sort of look over at Freya as he mentions that.
She looks visibly very angry as he mentions that, and she kind of steps towards him subconsciously.
Oh, what's wrong? Did the filthy hounds bitch get upset?
It just proves his strength that you have to send two to even attempt to fight him. Pathetic.
Please, it was merely assurance to ensure he dies defending that wretched and useless abandoned castle. And once he is killed, and once Lucian and Carmilla gain control of it, then, well, the rest of the Night Council have no choice but to follow in our unification, and, well, at that point, Wallachia might as well be ours.
Well, I guess it's a shame you won't be alive to see that happen then.
We shall see. But there's no savior or filthy greater lord to save you now.
You do realize I can hack through these two chains quicker than you can jump down from there. And if you're so afraid of Alucard in this coffin waking up, simply turning you all into useless piles of dust, I guess we should dance
You
then.
can try.
And I need you all to roll initiative.
Oh, we're not cliffhangering this? Holy shit.
We're only like 2 hours and
It's
40
only
minutes in.
roll, but...
I do not think this combat will be finishing this session. I'll be so real.
Yeah,
I'm
you're about
also
to, you're
gonna
about to
let
see
you know
ungodly
will.
crits.
be having to leave early, so...
All good.
Totally fine.
Oh, do you, In that case, we-
midnight is probably my cutoff, because I am feeling really nauseous.
in that case, we can just roll initiatives and then cut here if people wish.
Yeah, that's fine.
I mean, I can...
So we have it
try
set
if-
up for... Well,
The
no, it
finale?
works either way.
I think this fight would be best if we did it like all in one session.
Yeah.
All right, then. I will roll for them all. First,
First time BZ got a really low
vampire.
initiative score. Dang.
First time Jevix got a, decent one.
Oof.
Got a
All
natural
right, then.
20.
And then you,
Oh, he gets advantage? What the fuck?
normal for you. Oh, Jesus, okay.
Ah!
And then there's you. And then we have the good old abomination. And then we have you. And finally, we have you.
Oh my god, that's enough vices!
So, yeah, I gotta hit this fucking chain real quick, huh? Burn Divine Smites
let's
to
order
smash
it.
it open.
All right.
I mean, I
Well-
doubt a vampire familiar is gonna be that hard, you know.
375 HP, 9 fucking legendary resistance. Insta kill, fucking oh my one motion.
Well,
they do
that's
legendary
Edwin,
action.
but we can handle his goons, his goon squad.
We're back to when it took all of us to barely kill an
To be fair, my dumbass didn't have the sunblade and
Yeah,
didn't
and
have it lit
also-
up.
Also, we're like 3 levels higher, I think. Or like
Close
Me
to
and
that.
my 18 AC against the world.
Listen,
But
I
yeah.
got fucking 7 spell slots to smite these motherfuckers with. Okay.
Here, let me just.
And I can
These-
not have disadvantage, which is thank
Yeah,
God.
you can
I-
see them all. There we go.
I also have my boy.
Yeah, we got your boy.
All right
my
then.
son.
You all brace yourselves for combat, and now it is time for you to face. Wrong. Pick.
I guess
Edwin
I'm not gonna have a
Rue.
turn.
The vampire lord of
Buckfuck
Pallets.
nowheres.
or not
okay.
Helets, Grosswarden,
Yeah, Buckfuck
one of
nowhere.
the lesser lords of the council. Time to see if your training, your experience, and everything you've done will finally be worth it, and take your first step towards the end of the Night Council. But that will be where we end today's session of Castlevania Blood Debt. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for playing. And tune in next time for what will most likely be the finale, if not at very least the first part of it.
Yeah, we're all gonna die.
Until
Sounds
then,
fun.
remember,
Two hits and Daddy Alucard's out.
is it Thursday yet?
Is it Thursday yet?
Bye-bye.
Bye.